Hey there, Plano sports fans.
You know I'm just going to cut you off anyway. So
K&C.
why don't I just skip to the chase, cut you off, throw some wankiness out there, and then we'll get to boys basketball. How about that?
Do you want to discuss the fact that we're on MySpace?
No. I want to discuss the fact that I know you refuse to acknowledge that football season exists anymore because of what happened last weekend, but can I tell you something very interesting? There's a website that's offering $1,000 for footage of a baby being born so they can use it in their Super Bowl commercial. So, I mean, you know anybody who had a baby anytime recently that needs $1,000? I want to think about that.
I didn't have my video camera when my baby was born. You want to know why?
Because Kenny was using it?
Kenny was using my video camera so he could shoot you and Rick talking about whatever y'all were talking about
for like 20 minutes.
Y'all talked forever. I thought y'all were tired. I think everybody that watched it got tired.
But guess what?
They're tired of listening to us right now.
It's almost 1 in the morning, so let's talk about boys basketball. You saw it, you went to bed, woke up, and now you want to see the video. We're still up. Sounds like I'm kind of jacked up on something, but it's just because we saw a really great game tonight. Plano East and Allen. All right, came into this game, same situation as last week. Plano East against a Plano team that desperately needed to win. Now they're against an Allen team that desperately needed to win. They throttled Plano last week. Didn't throttle Allen this week, but you know what? Fourth quarter, went on a 12-0 run, pulled the game out when it mattered.
That's really good. I'm really happy for this Plano East team. I think they're doing really well. You know, with what they've been able to do this season, they're really progressing pretty well. They're in second place.
Tied with Berkner.
Why
are they tied with Berkner?
Berkner lost to Plano West, and Plano West now holds sole possession of first place. That was probably the best game I've seen in a while because you got two of the top teams.
The two top
teams in District 9 5A, they're battling it out. They take it down to the wire. I mean, they go overtime in this game, and it was 59-59 heading into the next to the
extra time, overtime,
extra session,
period,
all the other different words that you could use for it. It was 59-59. There was a good score. Bakari Turner, great game. Well, where did this guy come from? I mean, this guy's a talented basketball player.
Bakari Turner, at the start of the year, finished his 365 days. He had to sit out because of the transfer. He was on the JV. Now he's on the varsity. I know we don't want to look too far ahead, but just think about these words. Sophomore Jackson Jeffcoat, sophomore Bakari Turner. Holy cow. Look out 2009, 2010 opponents.
Yeah, I would definitely not want to be on the opposition of those two guys. When you get those two guys on the court, hey, I'm not going to say they're unstoppable at this point because they haven't gotten it all figured out yet. But, man, there's a lot of potential there. There's a lot of potential there with guys like Mark Damiani, with guys like Ross Self. They can do pretty much everything. And now they're in first place.
Why are they in first place? Because who let me down tonight?
Your Berkner Rams.
Nakwasa.
Who?
I looked it up, made sure I got it right. Max Nakwasa. He let me down. 3-point machine. They give him the ball, get a chance to send it to double overtime. He misses. I'm done with him. Max Nakwasa, you're dead to me.
Well, whoa, that's a bold statement right there. But that's Kevin Hageland, Khageland at acnpapers.com. Any hate mail goes directly to him. Also, on top of that, Anthony Morgan, head coach of Plano West, comes up to me and he says, hey, it's going to be really difficult. These kids they've never been in the position of being the only guys in first place with people chasing after them. So they got those guns coming after them for the rest of the season. We'll see how they handle that pressure. I think that's going to make them better.
And you're not going to have to wait the rest of the season. You're going to have to wait less than a week depending on when you're watching this video. Because holy cow, round 3. Plano West and Plano East coming up next Friday. That game's going to be phenomenal. I saw the first one. You saw the second one. What they both have in common? Plano West should have won them both. What do they also have both in common? Plano West didn't win either one of them.
So that's going to be a real key component because you got Plano West with 1 win, Plano East with 1 loss, Plano East with 2 losses. If Plano East gets a win over them again.
And guess what? Berkner's probably going to win. You're going to have a crazy 3-way tie for first place with 5 games left to go down the stretch.
It happened last year, didn't it?
But also, if Plano West wins this game, they put all kinds of space. They're 2 games ahead of East. They're a game ahead of Berkner, and they already beat them once. Plano West, they don't have the district wrapped up, but they have a huge lead going. That game is going to be so big also because Plano West, number 4 in the state. Plano East wants to get in those state rankings. This is a gigantic regular season game. You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if we see round 4.
But in between that game, who does Plano West have to get in between there, though?
I hope you can answer that question for me.
I'm going to have to say I think it's Richardson.
Richardson
better hope they bring the Purple Thunder because they're not going to be able to do very well if they don't. Anyway,
right,
that's...
Hold on. We forgot about Plano Senior.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I keep forgetting about these guys because they had some problems. They had some issues. Somebody wasn't there for them tonight, and I think they really missed him.
Head coach Tom Inman wasn't there tonight. If you haven't heard about it, this is like a PG-13 rated type video wire, although I think you were just trying to push it way past that. But Tom Inman, there were some things said. We can't get into specifics. He was suspended for tonight's game. Plano still beat Richardson. You know what the thing? It's funny. They're 2-5. You think they're done. Guess what? They're 2 games out of the playoffs, and there's 7 to go. They still have time. As you saw on the report card, I don't think it's going to happen, but they still have time. They put together a winning streak like we haven't seen anything crazy in this district. Oh, I don't know, every year.
Could this suspension of their coach, could that have been something that turned them around? Could that have been a wake-up call for them? I don't know.
It could have also been that they played Richardson. But they play Allen on Tuesday. Allen's also 2-5. Loser, they're probably done. The winner could only be a game out with 6 to go. Playoff spot. Plano's made the playoffs 6 years in a row. You know they want to keep that string going, all right? So I'm not going to give up on him. Like Coach Inman said to the last whistle in the last game of district, I'm not going to give up on him.
It's fantastic, Kevin.
Way to lay me out right there.
You know who I do give up on? Kenny Green. Thanks a lot, Kenny Green, for giving up on us, even though we have so much hope for you.
Wow. Well, nobody really knows what that means. But they know that you're Corey Majors, and I'm Kevin Hagelin, and I ruined your intro, so I'm going to steal the conclusion. This has been the K&C Masterpiece. Thanks for checking us out.
Hey, stop it. What? Hey, watch that.